I'm about to beat Secret Room 12 of Doom Tower hard, and I thought I'd just hit that record button and show you the ending part, which is the most interesting and fun part of the whole journey to beat these secret rooms. So I'm gonna hit the record right now and show you how I beat it, and we'll go to check out their gear and how I built my champions to finally get it done. You'll really be impressed by this build, but it's looking like I'm gonna be having a little bit of a trouble. Hopefully not. Can I kill this one at least? Nope. I said I was gonna do it, and suddenly it's gonna be a little bit difficult. No stun. I'm gonna go with the A1 to provoke. I didn't land the provoke. No freeze either. Let me heal full. He still couldn't kill me. Well, the plan was not to allow these enemies take any turn, but as you can see, it doesn't always go according to the plan. I have an ally right there down. This person in the middle. And this run has been entirely manual run, and that wasn't supposed to happen either. But I was going to do it, so I just hit the record and see how I get it done. And let's go right to the gear, because I know Frozen Banshee has enough damage to get it done. And so does my kill. The person who keeps trying to take me down is this champion. Can I stun? No stun. Alright, let's do poison. Take this champion down before she takes us down. Alright, she's down, finally. Alright, so the run is successful. It was quite dicey. I lost 2 champions, but I kept pushing on, and I completed Doom Tower Hard Secret Room 12. So let's head straight to the champion I used for this run, so you can see that's the awesome team right there. Now, the reason why these champions went down that easy is because I currently have Executioner at level 37, Greybeard at level 29, and those are the 2 champions that did die during the run. So if I take them to level 60 or 50, I guess they wouldn't be going down that fast. So let's get straight to their gear, and you can see what I used to beat the team. Apothecary is the MVP in this team because of the amount of speed I pumped into this champion. Yes, I had to regear my Apothecary to make it happen, and kind of I think I had some crit rate right there. So can I check recently used? Yeah, Frozen Banshee is my old clan boss build. I didn't need to change her for this run. She's just there for that poison sensitivity and also the poison, because I didn't want to build another stun champion. She thinks she's the only champion who is not in the stun set in this team. But we'll take a look at the other champions. This thing, artifact also. So she's in as clan boss, what do you call it, gear, and not crit rate, not crit damage. This is a really old build from Frozen Banshee. I've not revised it since. That's why the speed is still 174, because that's what you need for the clan boss, I guess, that she's currently doing. And then the next champion is Elhain. Elhain, I had to regear. Elhain was originally in my starter champion who was in lifesteal. I had to regear in stun set when I started using this champion for the faction wars. So yes, Elhain did help me clear faction wars, and this is my faction war build for Elhain. And the stats over here is 234 speed. I had to regear it for this. So in case you're wondering how much accuracy do you need to land the stun artifact itself does not need accuracy. So why you're seeing my Elhain has 225 is because I wanted the weaken to land sometimes, because that's a way of, you know, doing some damage to the enemy. So my Elhain does have enough crit damage with the extra 15% chance to crit, right? This should put me at about 75% chance to crit. So enough crit damage to do damage. So that's what one of my damage dealer in the team, because of those AOE also. Not enough HP or defense, because hey, it's what do you call it, stun set, so you always don't have enough. And I haven't even leveled up the gear to full 16, but we still managed to get it done. I'm really proud. And the next champion is Apothecary. Now this one should be my fastest champion, I hope. 297. Yes, Why I built Apothecary this fast is because I wanted this champion to be, doing that turn meter boost and also putting that increased speed as much as possible. So if anybody gets a little bit too low, the heal will be available because it's a one champion heal, right? It's not an AOE heal. So with 297 speed, Apothecary goes so fast that he keeps that turn meter feel up, makes my champions almost take 3 turns before the enemies take a turn. So that's why I had to pump this. If you had to steal some gear from other champions, fine, but I had to put scrap gear. When you go to the Elhain artifact extractor and just say, give me my best speed that is currently not on any other champion, and this is what it found for me, and I put it on him, and at 297 I'm quite proud of this speed. Even my what's his name, my other champions I use as speed boosters in the arena doesn't even have 297 speed. Lysandra doesn't have 297 speed. I might have to look into that, maybe move this over to Lysandra. So yes, I had to put him in high speed and for him to be able to do this. A little bit of crits so I can get some crit heals, and that's what I was trying to go for, but it's not even over 50%. But it works. High HP, so it's not targeted. And then the man of the moment. This is the champion that will get this done for you. I'm sure there are other champions who can help, but I feel like Greybeard's role in this team was absolutely awesome because of the stun set that I have. So he also has a chance to freeze and a chance to stun. So that's 2 RNG that is working towards your favor. Not like other champions in the team that only has that 18% chance to stun. He has a chance to freeze and a chance to stun. If you do not know what I'm talking about, this is his skill right here that makes it possible. This is the skill you want to start with. If you leave this on auto, he will start with this skill to put counter attack on himself. So always start with this one and attacks all enemies. 25% chance to freeze for 1 turn. So I try to put him with enough defense stats. If you go to his total stats right there, you can see him chilling up over 3,000 defense, and it's kind of lacking on the HP department because I pumped defense. And speed, yes. I wanted this champion to roll over to his freeze and stun AOE hit, basically, fast enough. And I did give him enough accuracy to be able to land his provoke. Yes, he does have a provoke on the A1. So while he's not doing his freeze, go for the A1. Forget about this counter attack skill. Always go for the A1 on one champion that is currently not stunned. So that's a 50% chance of placing provoke. It's almost always lands. 50% chance. So he's my MVP right now that made it possible for us to get there. And then I needed to build one more champ to complete him in case he doesn't land his debuffs. Aether doesn't land the stun. Then I tried to use Executioner. Executioner was a new build for me. I've never really built this champion up, but he's the latest build for this faction War 12. And I'm not going to be taking this champion to 60, although he can be worth 60 if you don't have any other champions that you're currently building because of that secret room 12. But I say he works at 50. All you need to do is get good RNG, I guess, to make sure this stun lands. He also has an A1 that he can hit also that makes a stun, 15% chance to place the stun. It doesn't always land, it's very low. But what I like him for the most is this AOE that put that decreased speed. That's why he's in the team. So I have enough accuracy on him to make sure he places this decreased speed and also decrease the turn meter by 20%. Decreasing the enemy turn meter by 20% is huge. That's why I say it seems like we're going 3 turns before they are taking to turn because they have slow speed on them and they also have turn meter decreased. So that's an awesome champion. That's why I say he's kind of worth 60 if you're really interested in the Doom Tower. But hey, if you have stun set on all these champions, you do not need to take this champion to 60. But if you have stun set on only 1 or 2 champions, then he might want to be taken to 60 so he survives longer. Because you can see in my team, he did go down. I don't have masteries on any of these champions. That's what you should notice. From Greybeard, Executioner, no masteries. By no masteries, I mean I didn't complete the full masteries. Apothecary does have mastery because it's the old champion I used in the beginning of the game. Aether also has masteries because this was my campaign farmer, and so does Frozen Banshee has masteries also because that's my clan boss champion. So most people will say put Apothecary in a stun set. Yes, that's a good idea. So if you have enough accuracy, enough stun sets on your team, on your artifact, in your inventory, you can put it on him. But I prefer the Apothecary to go so fast that other champions get to their stun ability quickly. That's why I went over about 300 speed on him. So that's the team that beat Secret Room 12. What other options are people using? Let me quickly head back there and see what other options I see that is recommended. Yes, some people did recommend put a stun set on, what's her name, Diabolist, because she has an AOE on her A1. No, that's a single target. I mean AOE on the A2 and AOE on the, no, this is a fused autometer. So she's like a booster to decrease autometer of all enemies by 15%. So she was doing what was his name now, Executioner does, but hers is on a, you know, a lower cooldown. So I guess that's something that it will be putting increased speed on us, although we have Apothecary doing that already. So she's a champion that most people put in the stun set just because of this AOE hit that was on a lower cooldown also. But I did not need to build her, although I have mine on level 50 already. I did not need to gear her for this battle. And which other champion was recommended? If you need to kill this team fast enough, I would highly recommend you adding a decreased defense champion, because you can see from my entire team, I don't have a 50% decreased defense champion. Or is it 60? So that's what this guy is usually known for. He does have an AOE hit. Where is it? This one. So most people still put him on a stun set because of this hit that attacks all enemies and places this decreased defense on the enemies. So this one, he buffs himself, grants an extra turn before he goes for the hits. So you can use this one. It makes him go fast to his ability really quick. On the A1, that's a single hit, but it attacks 3 times, so you have a chance of placing that stun when it hits 1, 2, 3. Each hit has a chance 18% of placing a stun, I guess. I'm not sure, but ATL does do that 3 hits also, and I think that kind of increases my chance of placing stun. So what other champion is recommended? I wouldn't, well, if you do have Kale is also recommended. You can use Kale with your already existing level 60 champion, and those are the ones that I would recommend. I don't see any other ones. You can build 2 Greybeard, that would be awesome. Maybe one will be at level 50 and get it done for you. That's the team that beat Secret Room 12. If you want me to do this run again, it took me 20 minutes to complete it, so it's not something I really want to look forward to doing again. But just so you know, I did pull up the stats on Elhain website, the rage stages too, so you know the waves that you'll be facing. On the first wave, you have no really, what do you call it, any particular champion to be scared of except Chopper. Chopper does hit hard, so instead of you to try to stun Rocktooth, go for Chopper. Chopper hits hard. Avria, the Archmage and Purgator 2 are kind of, you know, naughty, but Rocktooth is kind of harmless because his first skill will be buffing the enemies. So their speeds that you should also take note of is 131. So if you're closer to 200 speed, 220, 230 speed, it's awesome. Don't come in here with 150 speed, 120 speed, 180 speed. It might do it, but hey, you will not be able to run through your abilities fast enough. That's what you should know. Also, the accuracy that you need to land debuff on these champions is 290. Again, the stun set does not need accuracy, but if your champions have other debuff like decrease defense or like a provoke on their skills, you need 290 accuracy. 280 will work, 270 will work, but the closer you are to 290, the better for landing those debuff. I did get some resist during my battle, while Archmage is sitting at about 300 speed, 300 accuracy that is needed, and so on. 290 is fine. For the second wave, no real threats. Just make sure you keep them stunned because they have AOE hits. Remember, this is all AOE damage dealers. Of course, sometimes they will go with their A1 and target the most weak champion, but I kept them stunned the entire time and nobody died in the second wave. Now for the third wave, where I want to draw your attention to, where is his face? Gator. Yes, Gator does have a skill that cleanses the entire enemy. That's why my last the last battle did lose somebody, as you saw, because I didn't know Gator has a cleanse. He just cleansed the stun out of 2, 3, all of them. Total cleanse. I hope he's great Gator, right? Yes, I think he's Gator. He's in the far extreme left of the battlefield. So he did clear the cleanse. He did clear the stun and made the enemies take a turn, and that's why my executioner did go down. So target Gator, make sure he's stunned, because if he takes a turn, he will cleanse other champions who we have stunned. Spike Head hits hard. I don't need to remind you of this because you met this champion in early stages of the campaign. He does hit hard, so take note of him. And you can see Mages does hit hard too, but she kind of dealt with my team a little bit there until I did took her down. All right, that's the thing you should be really aware of. Gator here has a cleanse. If I start the run right now and show you the team that did it again, Frozen Banshee like this, and see how much stun we did. I did put a defense aura in the lead. If you want HP, you can put an HP aura, or if you don't have enough accuracy, there you go. Enough 35 accuracy has been added to everybody, but I'll recommend defense aura instead. Apothecaries and aura of 21 doesn't work here because it's only in dungeons. So Executioner is my team. Let me start the run again. I will not run this one to the end. I just want to do a little bit of showing you how I target these enemies. And this is not an auto run, it is on manual. Maybe when I have my champ fully at level 60, I'll be able to hit auto and just walk away and come back and find it all complete. See, full manual. So Apothecary will start with the speed boost as usual. I'll go with the freeze or a chance to stun. None. Wow. Again, I don't have masteries done on this champion. That's why this is happening, I guess. And it didn't take me one attempt to do this. No. Now for my Frozen Banshee, I always go with this turn meter feel ability. Boom. So she's boosting our turn meter of my allies, I mean. So I'll try to go in with the A1 to find the champion who has the highest turn meter. It is Rocktooth, but he's not a threat. I feel like this guy is a higher threat to me right now because he doesn't have decreased speed, and I didn't land it. Again, this is not something you come in here and try it once it works. I've been doing it for about 3 days before I finally have this working for me, and I didn't want to take the champions to 60. I'm not going to use this skill because it doesn't really, you know, it keeps him alive, but I'd rather go with the A1 that has a chance to stun, and I'll put it on Rocktooth right now. No chance. So it seems like the enemies are going to take a turn, and when they do, it's time for you to just restart this run. It's not going to be something you do the first time correctly, I guess. That's a provoke. I'll place... Damn, that's a big hit, and he's down. So once somebody goes down, don't be a hero, end the battle, and try again. In fact, once I did not land that stun, any of the stun, and that first hit, I would have retried the battle. That seems like a bad RNG right there. So just like this, boom, freeze and stun. Now we're talking, you know. When you land two, it shows as a progress. That's the third one. Can I get a fourth one? Nah. But I'll still go with the turn meter boost, and now I can provoke Chopper, right? Nah, I didn't land the provoke. Always used Etel's skill that decreases the cooldown of one of his abilities. Can I get a stun on the A1? I did not land it. What about now? Nah, resisted. Apothecary doesn't have a stun, but let's just go with that. Oh, that's a big hit. That's a big hit right there. Do I have to restart it again? Can I provoke? I did not land the provoke either. Damn, somebody else died. So that's why I said it's a struggle to do this one. But you saw me get it done with good RNG. Now, if you want to increase your chances of getting those stuns, I'll always recommend you complete your masteries. Which masteries am I talking about? Let's go to recently used again. If you head over to this dude, masteries Greybeard, this is the mastery you need to increase the chances of placing stun. Fearsome presence. So if I wanted a better chance of placing stun, it adds 5% more. A whole 5% is huge. So with fearsome presence on Greybeard, stuns will land all day. Fearsome presence on Executioner is also recommended. And then my Atel already was regeared with fearsome presence. Yes, let me show you these masteries. Normally Atel is supposed to go for this what do you call it, War Master mastery, right, to do damage. But just because of this secret room, I had to reset my Atel's masteries to come and get fearsome presence. because I wanted that stun to land. I do not use this champion anywhere else in the game. Now, if your Ethel is still being used in some other content for some reason, maybe you don't want to leave the offense tree at the last one like that. So I'm just here. Ethel is just here for the stun and some damage sometimes. So it's a slow one, but we got it done. If you want this run to be fast again, decrease defense is needed on that fleshmonger, I guess. All right, let me end it there. That's the team that did it. Right now, it seems like it's going to be bad RNG before I can get that storm placed again. If you want it to be a secure run, take out Frozen Banshee, get one more stun champion right there, because Frozen Banshee is just there doing boost and poison explosions. Poisons, and poison sensitivity. It's not a champion that I would recommend you use right there. I'd rather have another Greybeard at level 50 than a Frozen Banshee. But hey, we got 2 right there. We didn't get any this time. Decrease slow speed. I have this dude stunned. Stun meter boosts. I thought Rock Tooth doesn't do damage. This time he did hit me. No provoke. I'm going for Rock Tooth this time to see if I can stun him. Nah. Can I stun? Yes, I got it on the A1 this time. So the only person who is going to take a turn is this dude, right? He's still not able to take a turn. Can I stun him or provoke? Yes, I provoked him. So right now, RNG is working in my favor. Everything is going smooth. Can I stun again? None. Immediately I said it, something bad happened. Speed. Can I go with the A1? The threat right now is this dude. The stun meter is almost full. Freeze. Yes. This is what you want to happen all the time. All the time. So now I can go in with my what do you call it? This skill. Can I heal him full? Yes. Can I stun with the A1? I did not. I'm not going to use this AOE yet. I'm going to save it till others are awake. So I don't want to use this AOE for a chance to stun 2 people. I'm going to go with my A1 instead. Hope that's the right choice. It is the right choice. And I'll provoke this one also. The provoke did not land. But I guess my point has been made. I can end the video here right now. And you guys can try it with your luck. Don't come in here with level 50s like I'm doing. I mean level 37s who can go down in one hit, because I'm being lazy to take them to level 60. I wanted to go to the Minotaur and get them to 60. That's why they're actually at 37. It's not like I didn't want to max them out before trying the run. I just wanted them to get their levels from the Minotaur grind when I'm trying to get full masteries on them. I'm talking about Greybeard and Executioner because the other 3 have full masteries already. I'll go in with these poisons. Can I freeze? I don't need to use my AoE right now. Save it. Let me go with the A1. Got it. All right, I'll end it here. You get the memo how this works. This has been 2 minutes so far in only wave 1. So it took me about 5 minutes for wave 1, 5 minutes for wave 2, and then 5 minutes for wave 3. If RNG falls in your favor, you always have decreased speed on them and have increased speed on yourself. That means you'll be going really, really fast. Let me not make this one into a 30-minute video. If you have any questions about this Doom Tower Secret Room 12 and how other teams you can use, or any ideas which is different from mine, I'd like to see it in the comments. What teams did you use to beat it finally? If you have any questions, I said, drop it in the Discord and show us your teams. And if you need help with any other Doom Tower stages or boss fights, I'm always available to answer your questions, or any other content in Raid. Hit that like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do have an entire Doom Tower series where this will be also added to. Check out the playlist on Doom Tower Hard. I mean, it's gonna really, really help you guys. So I'm glad that I finally was able to beat all the Doom Tower floors. I'm talking about all the secret rooms and all the bosses in this rotation. I think it's the Eternal Dragon rotation. So let me quickly show you and flex a little bit. So from the first boss right there down, all secret rooms complete. And I do have the videos for the one I did. So I did need to rip out stun gear from the one I used for secret room 9, right? Is this secret room 9? I don't think it's 9. Rare attack champion, yes. These champions that I use here, I had to take stun gear from all of them just so I can use for secret room. So the same stun gear that these champions are using is the same stun gear that I put on this executioner and graybeard. So right now my, what do you call this champion's name? Soul Band currently doesn't have a stun gear. So by the next rotation, I hope I have enough stun gear to not have to replace them all the time. All right, I'll end it here. You guys have a good night, and I'll see you in the next Raid Shadow Legends video.